All right, all right, all right. How you doing, sir?
Good morning, sir. How you doing there? You all right?
Good, good, good. Let me go turn this music off. Let's get down to the fun stuff for the day. Let me make a quick adjustment. Let me move this up a little higher. So there we go. We can be a little bit more even. There we go. Just was on the fly.
Yeah.
Just was on the fly. Just was on the fly. Bam, there we go. Now the people can see me. Beautiful. Look at it. Now we even. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Straight across.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. All right. All right. Let's put the captions in here so we can get the people talking to us. Good morning to the good people out there. And happy Saturday.
Yes, sir.
March 16th, 2024. Day before so-called St. Patrick's Day. And we're right at about the middle part of the month. So, you pay your bills a little differently. So these couple bills coming up here won't be so bad if you just met your money out a little bit, met your money out. Pay all that thing at one time, you'll be broke on Tuesday crying. Tomorrow, right. Is it a food bank near me? Speaking of food, let's see. The question I want to ask you is, I think I asked you last year. Do you recognize the Lenten season?
No, sir. What is the Lenten season?
Lenten, like when the 40 days before between Ash Wednesday and Easter?
No, sir. I'm not familiar with that, sir.
Oh, you lied.
I'm not.
So you don't celebrate Palm Sunday during Lent at church? Y'all don't bring the palm.
I mean, yeah, they give us the little palm thing that you pin on your lapel or whatever. Yeah, but I mean,
you never had on Fat Tuesday had a punchki?
Nah, man, I'm garbage. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm garbage.
All right. The reason why I ask is, Friday is normally Fish Fry Friday during Lent. I was going to ask you, do you normally have fish on Fridays to make sure you celebrate in celebration of Lent?
No, I see. You know what? I seen the billboard as I'm going to work. I guess it's the church or whatever. They did fish fries on Fridays for Lent, and I was like, oh, okay. So when you bring it to me, I'm aware of that, but no, I don't partake in it. No.
Okay. All right. Well, every year growing up as a kid, that's what we did. It was salmon patties or some kind of gourd fish sticks on Friday. And even to this day, I find myself saying, oh, it's Lent. Let me go find a McDonald's fish sandwich or something like that. Or I'll even try and cook some fish on a Friday just because that's something I learned as a kid. So for all of us out there who grew up that way, don't feel so bad. We okay. We still here. We made it. All right, let's get down into it. This is our second week of the MLB preseason, getting things close to getting ready for the season. We're about another week and a half, so to speak, before the season starts and the regular season. So I'm excited. I got my Viva Los Tigres. Viva Los Tigres. Viva Los Tigres are doing well right now. We're going to get to them in just a minute. But let's get down to the MLB American League East. So we got the Orioles, Red Sox, Yankees, Rays, and Blue Jays. How you think that how things gonna turn out in that division this year?
I think the Rays might go back. I really do. I think the Rays might be the Rays, then the Blue Jays. I think the Stankies gonna be last because, I mean, my man can only do so much, man.
Yankees gonna be in last place.
The Stankies.
I know they didn't make it last year, but they're gonna be in last place.
The Stankies. Yeah, the Stankies gonna be in last place. Yeah.
All right. So what about the Red Sox and the Orioles?
So the Red Sox. How many teams is in each conference? 5.
5, yes. So far you got Rays, Blue Jays 1 and 2. In your words, the Stankies last.
The Stankies last, the Red Sox, and then the Orioles. The Orioles ain't been sitting nothing since Cal left.
Well, I'm gonna do a little bit differently. I'm gonna say because the Orioles made a little run at it last year. They've been doing okay. So I like the Orioles Rays. And after that, so I'm sorry for those who weren't here last week. We're making a count of this so we can go back at the end of the season before the playoffs start, and so we can see what our predictions are. So if you see me a little delayed, I'm typing so we can make sure when we go back to look at it, I'll have it documented because we don't quite have an intern yet. So this is for anybody that's wants to be a sports writer or want to do a free internship with us and help us with our stats and stuff like that and correct us in the middle of the show. If you know somebody out there, I don't care if it's boy, girl, young kid, older gentleman, this is what you like to do. If you want to help us out, we can always use the help. So just send us an inbox and we'll look at doing that. Good morning, Skinny Kenny. Kenny say Fit Friday is Fish Day. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning to you, sir. So I got Orioles, Rays. I'll go Red Sox. Blue Jays, Yankees, Blue Jays. I have to give Yankees just a little bit of respect.
Stankies.
Rays. Okay, what am I missing? Orioles, Rays, Red Sox, Yankees, and
Blue Jays.
Blue Jays, okay. Blue Jays, in my opinion, still got one of the best stadiums. They play in that dome with the hotel out in outfield. You can't beat that. There's something about that.
Nothing.
You open it up, inside, outside. Beautiful, beautiful place. And it's getting a little old, but this Canada, they ain't about to build a new stadium. They're gonna keep using that joke.
Oh, absolutely.
Just like they did in Montreal, and that's why the Expos. He's like, we're not building nothing. All right, let's see here. In the West, we got the Astros, Angels, Athletics, Mariners, and Rangers. The World Series champion Rangers from last year, one of the last teams actually making it to the playoffs, caught fire and won the entire thing. Texas, here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, they're still very excited about the Rangers. Gears everywhere. You see them in the stores. And every time I think about it, if they did this for the Rangers, I can't imagine what they did for them dang on Cowboys. I know they lost their mind for the Cowboys.
Absolutely.
So, and that was 30 years ago. So what say you, sir? Who's going to do what, when, where, why, and how?
Oakland. You can put Oakland last. I can tell you that right now. They just want to get out of Oakland. They want to move to Vegas.
They got 2 years before that stadium is ready.
Yeah, but they just want to get out of Oakland. So that's why I said put them last, because they don't have no thrill, no passion, no nothing. Okay. As far as the other four, it'll probably be Texas. Who you say Texas?
We got the Astros, we got the Rangers.
Right, the Rangers and then the Astros. Because Verlander don't. There's nothing left in the tank. He gonna start on the DL. He's not even starting, you know what I'm saying? He's starting on the DL. So and so I said Texas, the Astros, Oakland will be last. And then what's the other two?
Athletics and Mariners.
No, Athletics is last. That's Oakland.
I'm sorry, Mariners and Angels.
Woo! That Mariners, then the Angels, because they ain't got nothing left neither. O'Shanti left, and Trout only gonna give you just man. Mike Trout need to lead there, man. He should have jetted with Hanti, because they ain't going nowhere neither. But he said he want to stay loyal because when they do make the turnaround, he want to be more the solution than the problem. That's what he did say. I don't see where the solution gonna be, but I mean, maybe he knows something we don't know. He played for him, we don't. So
I agree. Right. Mickey Mouse is almost literally across the street from the stadium, so I don't. To me, it's a good draw because you got them. Everything is right there. You got good housing. You got the roads are actually pretty decent going in there. Stadium's here. Mickey's over there. They should have been turned that around. It's like
Disney World is right there.
It's right there. Right there in Anaheim.
So you go out the stadium, you can go right to Disney World.
Almost like right there. Okay. It's not quite as close as Tiger Stadium in Ford Field, but not far from it. And you know how the three stadiums are together in Detroit? It's almost like that with Mickey, like right there.
You mean the cheese man stay right there? So you can leave from a loss to the Anaheim Angels and go take your frustrations out on Mickey? Is
You can
that
go
what
right
you're
across
telling
the
me?
street and get on Space Mountain.
Woo, look at that money they getting. Look at the money the city generating.
You're right. You're right. My buddy lived out there. It was extremely expensive to live out in Anaheim. Extremely expensive. So it makes sense though. Think about it. It makes sense because everything is right there. So
Right.
you're right. It could be a day game. It could be a 1 o'clock game out there, and they can go. You can go right across the street right after the game and hang out and see the fireworks and everything at night. So yeah, oh yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I like the Astros this year. They something about they've been very consistent, even after the cheating scandal. I like the Astros. I like the Rangers. Next, it's hard to win back to back like that when you haven't had a history of winning back to back like that. Except for the Astros, they've kind of broken that. I like to see the Mariners next.
Okay.
And let's see here. I'm gonna give the Athletics. I'm not gonna put them in totally last place. They're gonna have a little pride this year. Yeah. And then I hate to say that the Angels gonna be in last. I hate to say that. There's you're right. You're right. There's nothing left. He was the team. Or I keep messing up his name. Or Honey. He was the team. He was the team. So when now he's gone, it's gonna be a little bit difficult for them to. Unless
they decent, right? But he, like you say, okay. So without him, they were probably with him, they were probably like a 7-8. Without him, they like a 3-4, possibly 4.5. Because Mike Trout will only give you so much until the injury bug comes. They really don't have no pitching. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think they still got Jared Weaver, but the guy we used to have. But he should have voted. But that's what he said. The press conference that I seen, he said he wanted to be, once they did the 360 and they started to progress and they started winning, he wanted to be part of the solution, not the distraction or the problem. And I'm like, Mike, I don't know, man. You should have packaged deal and went down the street to, I ain't gonna say the Dodgers, but you should have got up out of there.
Right. Well, I can see because I think he figured they got to pay somebody, and they're gonna pay me. So why not let it be me?
Why? I mean, stay there and go nowhere. Okay, yeah, you gonna still go to the All-Star games, no postseason. Now, I mean, maybe you don't care about that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an employee of the Anaheim Angels. I work for Stellantis, so I have no idea. But if it was me, I'm out because he out. You wasn't even the star. He was the star, and he left. So I would have been out. But
he was initially the star.
He was initially right, true. Until my man came on the scene. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think he was very happy to have somebody to be with him out there, but didn't quite work out.
Nah, it didn't work out.
Unfortunately. All right, let's see here. Where am I? Where are we? Let me see. Let me get back to my paper. There we go. Right now we get the Central. We got the Sox, Tigers, Guardians, Royals, and Twins. The division with the worst name in all of baseball with the Guardians. I understand they're trying to, tap into old Cleveland, Rome and all that, but that still don't make no sense. I will always be on that soapbox. It should be the Cleveland Rockers. You got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame right there across the street from the stadium. So why not? But hey, it's a done deal. What you think? Who we got in there? Who we got? How you like it?
You got Cleveland, Detroit, Minnesota. Who else? What's the other two?
We got Sox, Tigers, Guardians, Royals, Twins.
I'm gonna go with the Twins. I think the Twins I thoroughly believe Minnesota might be that thing. The Twins,
okay,
and then the Guardians, and then the Pussycats. I mean the Tigers, the Sox, and then
Cleveland,
the Sox.
Detroit. What's the next two?
The Sox, and then the Royals. KC ain't been nothing since they won the World Series a couple of years back.
Hey, It's not a bad deal to me. You got one of the last 5 years.
But I mean, what like Janet Jackson's song say, "What have you done for me lately?"
You can trade on that. There's a whole lot of teams have been trading on that for 20, 30 years. They championship they didn't won.
Right. Well, hey, we shall see, says the blind.
To the dead dog. To the dead dog.
We'll see, says the blind man to the dead dog.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Tigers.
Man, see, I knew it.
And I'll tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why when we get to our MLB record area. I'm gonna tell you why. It's not because I'm being a homer. It's because the numbers are showing. That's why. And when we get there, I'll say Tigers. I'm gonna say Guardians. I'm gonna say Twins, Royals, Sox. Uh-oh. Hopefully we can get Felix back over here pretty quickly. While we do that, don't forget to click like, click share, and let everybody know that you are here with us today. We do appreciate everybody joining. Being a part of the Love and Stuff community is part of as well as being in Sports Talk. Don't forget to join the Sports Talk group. And all you're going to do is scan on that QR code right there. And we will acknowledge you that you joined us. We do appreciate us. Appreciate you joining the group. Our group is to continue to grow. So continue to please make comments. We get a lot of people that make comments throughout the week. Please come to the show as you continue to make comments. We really do enjoy having you in all aspects of it. Also, don't forget to get the book, Ready for This Journey Every Day, by the one Mr. Marcus Holmes. That young man right there, right there. Right now he's taking a Saturday hiatus, and I am doing production as well as the show. Hopefully, I'm gonna keep it going streamlined, pretty smooth. I'm doing pretty good so far. So hey, hopefully we can keep that going. Hopefully we can get Felix back in here. And we're gonna keep it going here. Going back to the show. And what else we gonna put up here? We're gonna go keep it going right now. All right, so let's see. We was talking about the topic of the week, and I forgot to put that up. Baseball season is almost here, American League edition. All right, and we're gonna go move on to the next area of next subject area, which is NFL pre-agency. There he is. Felix is back. Got my man back. Glad you're back. Glad you got you back. All right.
Internet gremlins.
The gremlins is jumping on you. We gotta figure out. We'll talk about it later. But I got an idea. We're gonna figure it out. All right. We are moving into the free agency area, and right now, free agency for NFL. And free agency is on steroids for everybody, except for us. We got a few people. We got a couple quarterbacks, Carlton Davis, Amik Robertson. I was hoping that we can get with the kid number 18, number 19 from Kansas City. I got a feeling they're just gonna pay him. They're gonna keep the franchise tag on him, pay him that year, and look at next year possibly because I think they want to make another run at it.
You talking about Snead?
Snead, yeah, Legere Snead. I was hoping that the Lions. They said they made the phone call. They said they were talking to him, but it's not too late. I guess. But at the same time, they went and got the other two cornerbacks. They got a little 2-for-1, if you ask me, because I don't think Lions are still traditionally not a team to pay people. At the end of the day, it's going to cost them a little bit to bring them in. At the end of the day, Lions still have that mentality. We don't. It's almost like I know the league say we don't pay running backs. Lions say we don't pay nobody. So
you don't think they're gonna pay St. Brown?
Well, he'll get a good team friendly deal.
Team friendly. Okay, so he'll get Mike Evans money.
Whatever's at the time is good for the team and still able to keep the free agents in line. That's what he'll get. That's what he'll. Wow. I'm not saying in terms of numbers. He'll make some money. Don't get me wrong, but he won't be one of those big old blockbuster. Oh, and great news today. Lions signed Amon St. Rod 6 years, $375 million. That's not gonna happen. They'll give him a 2-year deal worth 65 or something like that, which is whatever the average of the receivers are. He may get 50,000 more. He'll do something like that. But they're gonna have to play golf. And if you see the money thrown around now that they're paying these quarterbacks, golf is almost gonna be like a steal, because I already know that they're not gonna pay him probably what he deserved. They're gonna eat, and just so looking at what I always say is, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. So the money being thrown around out there, the other teams, that's just not the Lions' way. And I think that's, at the end of the day, that may prohibit them from getting somebody who would want to come here, but still want to make that money too.
Okay.
So Lions got Marcus Davenport. I think that's the big guy from Cincinnati. They signed a couple guys from their own backyard. Graham Glasgow, Dan Skipper. One guy got away, went to the Rams. The one guard, but they still Jonas Jackson. Yeah. Yep. So you build your line in the draft. I believe in that. I believe you build your line in the draft. A homegrown guy that you keep around a long time. Which is what Cowboys have been successful at. They just lost their best tackle. He's headed to the Eagles. No, to the Jets. Big number 77. He's going to the Jets. Tyron Smith. Yeah, yep. I ran into him at the club last summer. That is a big dude.
You was at the club?
It was a cigar bar.
Cigar
bar. So everybody hanging out at the cigar bar. He walked in with his 11, and then he had his cigar, he had his cowboy hat on, you wouldn't have known it was him, because he was just it was a lot of big guys in there, but then you saw his chain, and I was like, oh, that's who that is. No wonder he got that. Okay. It's like you see him on the TV, the shoulder pads barely be on him, how big that boy is in terms of how his stature is. Oh man, we're going to figure this one out. We're going to get Felix back up in here. But Tyron Smith's a big boy. When I say he's a big boy, he looking like this. He walking around. He's swole. He's swole. And it's a big boy. So let's see here. And also, no loyalty. Saquon Barkley to the Eagles, and people were all upset about it. And I'm like, why? Why would people be upset about Saquon going to the Eagles? That's life. That's how things go. You shouldn't have to be mad about that. He needs to go. The Eagles didn't want him, so you go ahead. You go ahead and do what you got to do, young man. Go there. I remember when the Lions had Eric Kramer. Eric Kramer won a division and bolted right down the street to Chicago. People wasn't complaining about that. They was like, hey, go and make your money, young man. You got to do what you got to do. The Lions aren't committed to winning. But hey, got the same thing with Saquon. Let that man go and make his money. Because they didn't want to pay him down there. You go make the money. Go where you want it. Go not where you tolerate it. So go ahead down there, sir. And I'm going to still cheer for you. He's a Big Ten product. And so I'm glad to see that he's doing well where he is, and let him continue to do so. And where are we now? We still in NFL. And as you can see, we work well together. I need to have my buddy back with me. We got to have him back over here. The richest man in NFL history. Who is that? Kirk Cousins. Well, that man from Michigan State. That boy that made so much money is ridiculous. He make more money than everybody. And he ain't won but one playoff game. Who am I talking about, Mr. Felix?
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
You know what, though? To be honest with you, we know he learned something at Michigan State. Mm-hmm. He learned how to negotiate. That man, Kirk Cousins be getting paid.
That's right. That's why I always kept saying, it's not what you're worth, it's what you can negotiate. He negotiated. He every time you do it, we see him, what's he doing?
You know what, dude? I thought about this. Kirk Cousins is number 8. The receiver Pitts out of Florida is number 8.
Mm-hmm.
So what you gonna do? You gonna have 2 number 8s out there?
Oh no, you missed the press conference. We said I talked to the guy. I texted him and said, hey, I need the offer. He said Pitts gave it to him. He said you can have it, no big deal. He said, well, let me offer you somebody write you a check to your foundation. Pitts was like, no, just pass me the ball.
Oh, okay.
So, give me some time.
I gotta go on and toss the Pitts jersey because I got the Pitts jersey with number 8.
Oh no, keep it. It's a collector's item now. Now that makes it worth more. Makes it worth more.
As Mr. Marcus, I don't do that, man. Once you go, that jersey go out the door. I give them away. I just gave away Russell Wilson, the Broncos. I gave away Aaron Jones, the Packers. I gave away Schuster from Kansas City. I gave away Dalvin Cook, and I gave away somebody else. It was 5 I gave away. Man, once you go, man, you go out that closet.
Put them further back in the closet. 10 years from now, you can take them to a sports show, and you can make your money back double. Why? Because the trivia question is, who has this jersey, who had it before, and what happened to it? Collectors take stuff like that, and they'll put it up in their closet and make more money 20 years from down the line.
Now he tells me, but okay, it's something to think. Okay, man, that's
hold on. It's always money involved with that stuff.
You say put it at the back of the closet where it could catch dust and stuff. Okay.
Yep, put it in the back. Yep. Next we got Mr. Russell Wilson. I was wrong. I thought he wasn't coming back. I thought he was gonna be out of the league totally. Mr. Wilson at this point is with the Steelers, signed a 1.25 or whatever it was, 1 point something million to just to
1.8, something like that. Yeah,
something real cheap, serious league minimum, just to go and have the opportunity to go play over with the black and gold. I'm gonna be the first person to tell you I'm worried about that because I thought he was gonna be doing great going to Denver, and he was consistently not very good over in Denver. So what's gonna be the difference going to the Steelers?
Because there's not no pressure on him.
There's no, you don't think so?
Nah, see,
that's Denver, the best division of football.
No, with Denver, the pressure was because he ran Paul Hackett out the door, right? Then here came my man Sean Payton. The pressure was on Sean Payton to push Russ like he's never been pushed. You got to figure, in Seattle, he never had to do nothing. He was lying with receivers, the defense, a running back, all that. Pete Carroll, like you had said previously on previous shows, Pete Carroll shielded him. Mm-hmm. When he got to Denver, what he had, Jared Judy? That was it. No running back, no nothing.
Just the guy Judy.
It became on, we didn't pay you all this money. We need you to produce. You blamed it on Paul Hackett, got Paul Hackett ran out of Dodge. Here comes Sean Payton, like, okay. I knew it wasn't a marriage made in heaven when they played the Lions, and he cussed him out on national TV on the sideline. I said, yeah, his days is numbered in Denver. Then you benched him the last 2 games. At the end of the day, they obviously believe Russ is the man because they already traded Cody Pickett.
No. Pickett got asked to trade right after they signed him. He asked to be traded.
He got traded already. He's gone.
That's another thing Russ said. I called Pickett and that was part of the press conference. Said, hey man, I can't wait to compete with you every day. Looking forward to it. Barely an hour later, they was trading Pickett out the door.
That's what I'm saying. So obviously they feel Russ still got something left in the tank. The only back. See, I'm not a Mike Tomlin fan, so I hope this goes dumpster down, fire, everything, because it's time for him to go. I don't like Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is trash to me. I don't like him. He false. The 2 championships he won, you beat Arizona and you beat, who did they beat for the second one? They beat the Cardinals for the first. I forget who they beat for the second one. You just had a good quarterback. Ben at the end, Ben was on his last leg. I'm not a Mike Tomlin fan. Like I always say, if it was me and he was on the field, I would have ran him over. I'm like, oh, I ain't know. I thought, my bad.
You talking about when the guy, the punt returner from
the punt returner from the Bengals, and he stood on the field.
From Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore. Yeah, my bad. Baltimore. And he stood on the field. I done ran him over. And man, my bad.
That was the best $100,000 spent ever. That was the best $100,000 spent ever. He got fined $100,000. He apologized, but they won that game.
Have a Mike Tomlin to go, man. I don't like Mike Tomlin. It's somebody else.
I'm not gonna lie, because he shoots you straight. He shoots you straight from what I can see, and that's how I am. If you can tell me the truth, whether it's good or bad, I'm okay
Correct.
with that. And that's what I like about him.
Correct.
That's what I like about him. I'm excited to see what might happen over there. But you're still talking about the deepest division in NFL. You got the Steelers, you got the Bengals, you got the Ravens, and who else? Who else is over there? I'm missing one.
Browns.
The Browns.
The only good thing in his favor is you got two quarterbacks coming back from injury. Joe Burrow and my man, Deshaun Watson. So he really got a little bit of wiggle room to play with, right? Because even if, let's just say it's 17 games. Let's say they go 9-8. Was you expecting them to go better than that? Not really. Were you expecting a Steelers team to compete for the Super Bowl? Not really. If he go 10-7, okay, that's good. They went 10-7. This is where it gets critical. Towards the end, the must-have games you should have won that you lost. Now you need help to get in. If they avoid that and they just get in the playoffs, he did better than whatever because they didn't even make the playoffs last year.
Well, the Steelers made the playoffs. They lost in the first round they lost in the first round.
When they lose,
they lost in the first round. Who was it? Was it Houston? Was it Houston? They lost in the first round too, but they lost in the first round. I don't remember they made the playoffs. I want to say Houston, but I think I'm wrong. Anybody out there watching, please put it in the chat. But they did make the playoffs.
Oh, okay. I didn't think they made it, but okay.
They lost in the first round. Yeah. Let's see. Speaking of the Steelers, Deontay Johnson, their enigmatic wide receiver, was traded to the Panthers. The one who turned his head during the fumble, the ball that when it scooted right past his foot.
That's my man.
Yeah, they traded him to the Panthers. They basically did a player swap, a receiver for a receiver. I think that was good for them. They're like, we're not gonna have another AB problem out there. Like I said, if it had been me, I'd send him to the locker room right after that play. He would have been riding in an Uber to waiting with a regular. I'd have sent him to the airport with an Uber with his regular clothes on. He wouldn't have been riding a team plane. I'd have got him a nice little commercial flight in the back of a plane somewhere. And when he got back,
he would have rolled back with the caged dogs and then.
We can't do that no more. But if I could, I would have a base economy. That's the ticket. I'd have got him a base economy. He wouldn't have got his seat until he got to the airport. They'd have put him in the back as far back as possible. And when he got back to the stadium, I'd have his stuff in a box. And he'd have been cut right then and there. He wouldn't have had a chance to even come to the facility. You go turn your teammates out like that? Nah.
Yeah, dude was fouled for that. He said he
didn't
see the ball. He said
he went right past his face. He turned around, went the other way. Nah, bro. Nah, we're not doing that today. You going home. But I guess they were smart. We're gonna get some value for them. We're not just gonna cut you. We're gonna get some value for them. So I understand that. I guess during this middle of the season, nobody was like, "No, we're not gonna take you now." We're taking, but it's not right now. So
he going to over there with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he going. Yep, he going over there.
Okay.
No, he going to Panthers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so he over there with Bryce.
Yeah, going to Bryce. Yeah.
Yes.
And last craziness in free agency, Jonathan Owens signs a 2-year deal with the Bears, and they still messing with that young man. All the outlets kept saying Jonathan Owens, husband of Simone Biles. Simone Biles' husband.
Oh, that's
Jonathan Owens. That to me that makes no sense. That man out there working his butt off. He out there. He's earned everything he got. He was an unsigned free agent. He's made 3 teams so far. He signed with Green Bay last year. Made a team in Houston when he was there, and now he's a 2-year contract. Going to be a starter with the Bears. I don't see what the problem is with that. Leave that young man alone. I just think it's funny that they keep messing with him. But that's how people do. All right, once again, don't forget to click like, click share. Don't forget to get this book, Gratefulness Journey Every Day, Mr. Marcus Holmes. I hope you enjoy your morning, sir. I'll have him brunch somewhere at a good establishment or whatever fun thing you get to do. Even if you're still asleep, Mr. Marcus, just stay where you at. We got this under control. Everything is moving fine. Thank you for everybody coming out. Don't forget to click like, click share. Get on the phone. Call them up. We know you're cleaning the house. The weather's getting warmer here. It's almost St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. We know you're getting your cabbage and your corned beef ready and some cornbread to cook for tomorrow. So open up the windows and let that fresh air through and let that Clorox out. We don't want anybody passing out. We can say we're gonna be the soul train of this generation. So come on and let's make this happen. Tag us, some famous people. Come check out our show. Let them know that we're doing some things better than some of these networks out here. Our show is a great show. And we're going to move forward right now. We're going to go to the NBA/college basketball. And, of course, we're going to start with our Pistons, who are 12-54 and have been eliminated from playoff contention. 12-54. They won. They did win 2 back-to-back. When they were last week, they went 2-2 over the last 4 games. Come on, let it out. I know I can see it. Come on, what you got? You trying to throw it away?
I have nothing. They won too. I mean, I'm still impressed that Troy Weaver got more fight in the stands than the team got on the court.
That's my next thing. Troy Weaver out there. He's out there ready to fight because somebody told him, "Hey, Troy, you suck. Get the team better. Get him out of here. You're lucky I don't kick you." Come on, man. You don't want to put him out there. That's your team. You got one of the best coaches out there trying to get these boys together. You gave him instead of giving him a naturally pasteurized cheese, you gave him government cheese. He got a few little things to work with, and other than that, you got to get a man something to coach. I've always said if it was 1 or 2 of them guys I'll keep. The rest of them, they can go play overseas or something like that. At the end of the day, this is professional sports. You got to put the best out there to be the best. If you're not going to do that, then what are you doing? I understand they want to make the money. The team is leasing from the LCA. They the Clippers of Detroit.
80s, yeah, the Clippers.
The Clippers of Detroit now since they renting. It's not like at the Silverdome where you can put 80,000 people in there and you're renting. You still gonna get 16.5 or whatever the building hold. So come on, Mr. Weaver, do better. If you're gonna have a bad team, have thick skin. That's what you're gonna do. You're not gonna put nobody out there. Don't get mad when somebody say that you're not doing your job. What everybody grandmama say? A hit dog a holler. A hit dog a holler. You heard that one? I got another saying you ain't never heard before. Come on, man. Come on.
What?
A hit dog a holler. That means if somebody say something about you don't like, if it's true, you're gonna say something about it. If it ain't true, you ain't got to talk about it.
No, man, I ain't heard that one either, man.
Oh my goodness. Do I gotta send you a book of old
cliches? Yeah, send me a book of cliches. Yes, I know. I ain't never heard that one.
Old black people colloquialisms.
No, I ain't heard that one. I ain't heard that.
Okay, all right. Right now we doing NBA injury bug. Injury bug is back again. You got Ben Simmons going out for another second surgery. Karl Anthony Towns is down. Joel Embiid is down. But the good thing is, what's the boy for the Clippers? He's still playing. He not hurt this year. What's his name?
Kawhi.
Kawhi is playing. So
no, wait.
Kawhi
left.
left.
The other day, Kawhi left. Who are they playing? The game when they came back? I watched that game. Minnesota, they had Minnesota down 22 in the second quarter. They came back and Minnesota ended up beating them by 18. Kawhi went out the first quarter, left, claimed his back was hurt. They showed Kawhi leaving the tunnel with him and his wife, and I guess that was his agent or whatever. I say, man, this dude didn't rob these. He didn't rob. The only team he didn't rob was Toronto. That's the only team he didn't rob.
He had something to prove. He's like, y'all gonna send me, you're not gonna banish me to the furthest team away from the NBA. I'm gonna show you guys.
Yeah.
So you gonna send me the furthest team away from the Spurs? Okay.
Right.
But hey, once he proved what he could do without him, and, after that,
he done went back to a shell of himself.
He can get that knee injection, that stuff that they can inject that semen stuff so his knee won't be hurt. I know people who got that. They work real good. He can just go and get that.
Oh, okay.
Why not? All righty. Going into college basketball. We talked about this one. We've been talking about this one a lot lately. Goodbye, Juwuan Howard. Why do I call it Boys to Men? Because it's so hard to say goodbye to Juwuan Howard.
We shall see, said the blind man today.
he was 8-24 this season, and they say it's the worst record they've had since 1966, I think it was. And so he had to go. I didn't think they was going to fire him. I really didn't. You and I both said the same thing.
I think Ward Emanuel did it based off the pressure. Because true enough, okay, let me make sure I choose my words wise. All his recruits have been John Beilein's. That all of them was John Beilein's teams. So with that being said, I wish Juwuan the best in his endeavors because it was one of the Fab Five. I'm a Michigan State. I bleed green and white. I do. He was one of the Fab Five players that I did like. As far as coaching, I think they never bought in. Too many one and dones, including his son. His son did one and done. Too many one and dones. They never bought in. Once the sizzle ran off from Beilein, it was only a matter of time. And then it kind of make you think, like I always tell you, just because you played don't mean you can coach. And just because you coach don't mean you can play. The sizzle had fizzled out. I mean, I got tired of the Fab Five is back at Chrysler Arena to watch the game. Man, who cares? I mean, really. Oh, Chris finally came. He finally came out, and who cares? They losing. I mean, what are we doing here? Are we talking about? Okay, remember the first year, his first good year.
Mm-hmm.
They went to the championship. They lost to Louisville. No, that wasn't him. That was Beilein. Okay, but
what's Final Four though?
No, they went to the championship. They lost to Louisville with Pitino. Pitino had Louisville. John Beilein had Michigan. But the Fab Five was at the game. Well, the Fab Four, because Chris wasn't there. No, Chris wasn't there.
He was upstairs.
Right, he didn't sit with him. That's what I'm saying. So now maybe we could focus on getting the right coach in now. Because it was more, if you really take a look at it, for real, it was more about them than it was the program. Every time you turned around, the Fab Five is in the house. I remember they did the Ohio State Michigan game on Fox, and Gus Johnson and Jimmy Jackson, and it was like they had Jalen Rose at the halftime. Part of they were like, what are we doing? Yeah. So I mean, it came like you said. It is hard to say goodbye, but I wish him the best. Maybe he should go back to Miami, the Heat, and coach. Pick up the phone and call Sproger.
They probably already made that phone call. I'm pretty sure his house still down there. He probably was leasing in Michigan and kept his house down in Miami. I've always liked Juwuan Howard, like you said, coming in from Chicago as a part of the Fab Five. I went to college with a guy who played against him, and I was teasing. I heard Juwuan dunked on you too. He was like, man, he dunked on everybody.
He dunked on everybody.
I know his what I think his oldest son, his child's mother was the young lady I went to high school with. She also played, was a great. Her and her sister were both great ball players. So it's 6 degrees separation. That's all I'm saying. So you cheer for guys like that. I want to see them do well. We talk junk about the Michigan State stuff at the end of the day. Like I said about Harbaugh, Harbaugh, and he's a good coach. I'm just saying Howard, maybe not so much. But I still want to see him do well. We can make jokes all day about it. about Juwuan and punching people and punching
And
coaches.
that came to the
punching
demise.
another coach,
Right.
punching coaches in house, punching coaches on other teams. You know, and he in the middle of having a heart attack. He's still punching this strength coach. I'm like, what you thinking? He on these weights every day. He can put you upside down on your neck because you ain't got no strength right now. So so he left. So I just hope everything works out. But I can tell you right now, they about to hire Casper up in Michigan. Casper coming.
Who was that?
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna let you figure it out. Let's just put it like this: he ain't gonna look like Juwuan. He gonna look like Casper. That's who they gonna hire. I'm gonna say it without saying it. The guy gonna look like Casper. He ain't gonna look like Juwuan. That's what they about to bring up in there. And I can tell you here's why. They already Oaks down in Bama he got a quick extension because they had already reached out to him because they about to bring in somebody totally different. The program's gonna be different. I'm gonna say it without saying it.
Okay.
So the program's gonna look totally different. Okay. They're bringing in Casper. They're about to bring in the Casper of all Caspers. I'll tell you that right now.
You don't think they might give it to the dude that used to coach St. John's that was on the staff?
What do you look like?
The dude that used to coach St. Joe's that had Delonte West and he was the coach while Juwuan was out.
I think they're clearing all them guys out. Even my boy Howard Isaac. I think they're letting them all go. I think
so you think he going and the whole staff going?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're clearing out that whole staff.
Okay.
Yeah, it would only make sense to do that.
Here's a name that wouldn't be a bad idea, and I laughed myself when it came in my head. Mark Few at Gonzaga.
We got Gonzaga coming up right up, right in this vein. Let's see here. Also, goodbye to Jerry Stackhouse. Memphis. They fired him.
Never had the job.
They fired him. I knew he was in trouble when he kicked that water bottle.
Just because you played don't mean you can coach, and just because you coach don't mean you played. He should have never had the job.
I was like, oh, his time is limited.
He should have never had the job. That's equivalent to Danny Manning at what was he at Wake Forest one year?
He did good for a minute though. He did good for a minute.
No.
What's for like one season? He had a run
2-0 the first 2 weeks of the season.
No, he had one good little run in the tournament. After that, that was it for him. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. All right, so once again, for the 3rd week in a row, that's gonna be one of our predictions. Will Michigan State make the tournament? Yes. I'm still sticking to no. We already know we stand on that one. Yes. Comes out this week. Denzel Valentine is propping up his brother Drew to take over for Izzo if Izzo decides to retire in the off season. So hopefully, I will take that. I will stand on that 100%. Come on, Drew. Come on, Drew.
If you gonna give it to somebody, and it's gonna be a former Spartan, go get the dude that left. No, the dude, go get Dwayne Stevenson.
I can do that. And because he got a lot of good ties, he can keep the Michigan players in the state at home. So yeah, I can see that. Men's tournament, Oakland University. The Grizzlies made it. They won the Horizon League championship. So congratulations to them. They'll be dancing. St. Mary's. Speaking of Gonzaga, like I said, St. Mary's won the championship. The Gales beat Gonzaga. Will the Bulldogs still get in? Will Gonzaga Bulldogs still get in? Even though they didn't win it, because that's the automatic bid. If you win the conference, that's your automatic bid. So now they got to make it as an at-large. Are they still good enough to make it as an at-large?
Absolutely, because it's Gonzaga. They like Mark Few, man.
They do.
Mark Few, he's not a blue blood like Kentucky or Kansas or North Carolina, but he the blue blood in the WCC, the West Coast. I mean, I'm just called, that's what the conference is. He the blue blood out there. Okay, so this one time they fell off and okay, but yeah, damn nigga, that'd be about a 10 or 8, a 9 or 8 seed, but yeah.
All right. I can take that. But I think they should be in the NIT with Michigan State. That'd be a
Michigan
good,
State
that'd be a
not
good game.
going to the
That'd be a
NIT,
good,
man.
that'd be a good game at the NIT
If Michigan
in New
State would
York.
have lost, Michigan State would have lost to Maryland, and then they wouldn't have played Purdue. Yes, I would agree with you. You lost to the team that won. Do you not realize Purdue won the Big Ten 3 years in a row? They didn't went to the tournament as the number 1 seed 3 years in a row.
I didn't expect them to beat them. I did expect them to beat Maryland. But what about
I
the rest of
expected them to beat. I expected them to beat Purdue this time because I was like, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. The time before yesterday when they lost, they only lost to them by 6. They only lost to them by 5 yesterday. I thought they would have beat them.
So they need 5 more games to win. So next game would be 4, and the next game would be 3.
No, because no. Purdue, let me explain something to you about Purdue.
Okay.
Purdue is good for the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to get a number 1 seed. They won't even make the Sweet 16. Watch what I tell you.
They do that every year. I agree with you.
That's what I'm saying.
Last year, they lost as a 1 seed. And
they're going to lose to the 1 seed this year.
They can do it again this year. It'll be a good chance to
lose to 1 seed. Right.
They need to give them the
once you figure out, it's like Bill Laimbeer said with Michael Jordan. The Jordan and the Jordaneers. Go ahead and let Zach Edey have his. We're going to lock the other 4 up.
Mm-hmm. Let Zach Edey have 45. The rest of the team have 4 points. 49.
And Matt Painter don't know how to make in-game adjustments.
Mm-hmm. He get real frustrated.
Absolutely.
He get tight. All right, we got to jump into MLB, NHL real quick. Like I said, this is the reason why I said the Tigers have a good chance of winning it. They have the second best record in all of spring training at 14-8. So coming out of spring training right now, they have, to me, and they would have a good opportunity, a good chance to win the American League Central and make the playoffs, or at the very least be a wild card team. So I'm gonna stand on that as of right now. The second best team is the Orioles at 16-5. That's why I picked them to win their division. All right, we got the Red Wings in the middle of a 7-game losing streak. What they doing over there? They tied with the Islanders for the last spot in the East. Will they make the playoffs?
You talking about right as of today? No, because no Dylan Larkin. They have no leadership. Dylan Larkin is the leader. Dylan Larkin is hurt. They have no leadership. You have nobody to step up in his place and say, let's get it together.
Okay, all right. I'll take that 100%. All right, we're going to jump into women's sports. And, of course, the biggest story coming out of the women's sport is the fight. The fight. LSU in South Carolina. I'm watching that last week. I'm at the car wash, and I'm thinking this is like a joke. I'm like, they seriously fighting out there. Flage, she had to love, it really wasn't that bad of a foul. It was a breakaway. She did right. Go instead of her getting them acting free 2 points, make them make the free throws. I get that. That was a breakaway foul. And so everybody, that's when the emotions jumped in from there. From there, she pushed the girl. Then the big girl came in, pushed the other little girl. And to me, Flage should have gotten kicked out as well, because she didn't push her as hard as the other young lady. It was still a push. So she should have got a technical for the breakaway and a technical for the push. If you're gonna legislate, you can't legislate how hard the push is gonna be.
Correct.
So that should have been a double technical on her. But my question was, where was the Bayou Barbie? She walked away.
Where was the who?
Angel Reese. Angel Reese was nowhere to be found in the middle of that.
No, but what did you call her?
The Bayou Barbie. That's what she called herself. The Bayou Barbie. You know her social media, she calls herself the Bayou Barbie.
Okay, here we go.
She say, when you're a player of a certain stature, you don't get involved with stuff like that. But let me make sure we say this. We ain't scared of y'all. Right. So why was you over there? if you gonna be in it, you in it.
Everybody don't want no problems, man. But if you want some problems, no problem. She just showed you. Stop having a thug mentality when you got 911 fingers.
She ain't got 911 fingers. She got $400 fingers from all them dang on pedicures and manicures.
But what I'm saying, okay, if you to piggyback off what you just said, she said, right? We not scared of South Carolina. Did you hear what the coach Markey said?
Or what she said, don't push Flage, push Angel. It would have been a different story.
Okay,
no, so Angel was over in the crowd signing autographs in the middle of the fight.
Right. But you said before you made that comment, you said LSU, that's not what we about. But you said don't push her, push Angel.
Mm-hmm.
So you contradicting yourself.
No,
right?
no.
Yeah.
My point is,
Angel reached
I ain't mad at her. You got an image to protect. You got a much bigger image than the other young lady who did get kicked out of the game for pushing. I get it. You go over there, you separate yourself, but don't come to the press conference talking we ain't scared of y'all. Don't act tough now. You got to be tough out there. You can be. That's like me being behind this computer and typing on the internet, telling somebody to pull up, get out there and be like, I'm about to call 911. You can't have it both ways.
Internet tough guys.
Right. If you're gonna be tough, be tough. If you ain't tough, don't be tough. And I'm not mad at you. You have an image. You got to keep things up a certain way. I get it. You might come out and you might make, if you come out, you could be the number one or number two behind Caitlin, depending on what the need of the team is. All right, so I get it. So I get it.
They're gonna see them again in this tournament.
They're probably playing in the Final Four. They're probably playing in the Final Four.
And then it's gonna be all for the marbles because if they play them in the championship, it's gonna be worse.
They would have
play the Final Four. See the Final Four.
I don't think they're gonna be number one seed. I don't think they'll be number one seed because I don't think so. We'll see tomorrow, but I don't think they'll be number one seed. But we'll see.
Nah, their bracket don't come out till Monday. They a day after us. They're a day after the men. Okay. Yeah, they're a day after the men. Selection Sunday for the men is Sunday. The women's is Monday.
Okay. I thought they did them back to back. Okay.
No.
In conjunction with the flight, Flage's brother is still in jail. Oh,
he went to jail for that? Wow.
He jumped out the stairs. There was about two more ready to jump out because, Flage got pushed down. So he tried to go out there to protect his sister. And they was like, quickly hooked him up and walked him out. He was doing a perp walk real fast.
I didn't know he went to jail for that. Wow.
Yeah, he's still in jail. Unless they bothered him out, relatively recently. But he was still down. He's still in South Carolina. Yeah. Was it Greenfield? What the tournament was? What? Yeah, he was. Yeah. I'm pretty sure one of them boosters went and got him finally. All right, but moving on, we got to talk about Malaysia. Full Wiley from South Carolina. She got an NIL deal with Steph Curry's company, and she's a freshman. Yeah, with Under Armour, she's a freshman, and so she's doing big things. Caitlin got her Big Ten championship, much like I thought she would. So the question is, moving to the tournament, can she? Yes, she can, but will she lead her team to a championship? That's going to be one of the big things we're going to see moving forward. I can tell you, every camera is going to be on her. Every interview is going to be right there. All the bright lights is going to be on. It's going to go from Iowa all the way down to wherever the championship is going to be. They're going to follow that girl. She's not going to be in the sleep at night. There's going to be a spotlight in her window. That's how much they're going to follow that girl around. But I'm looking forward to seeing it. Definitely looking forward to seeing it. And it makes for great TV. All righty. As we move forward, we quickly get over here to this part of it. Let me find this real quick. Because you know what time it is? It is time for us to, as soon as I find it, I'm going to say the words. Come back over here. Where you going? Come back. All right, as I'm producing in the background, I had it right here. Of course, when you're ready to use it, it's hard to find. Do it every time. Where we go? That's a shame. You come on now. It's all right. You can laugh at me. I deserve it. Because I had it queued up. It was right in front of me. But then all of a sudden, you go to use it, it's gone. Where you at? He jumps off. We're gonna fix that. I got an idea. I gotta figure it out how to get it to him, but it's gonna be done. Okay, there it is. We're gonna take quick calls for the pause for Stupid Sports News. All right, hopefully we can get Felix back. We've got to do our predictions. First thing in Stupid Sports News, we have Brenda Tracy suing MSU. and Mel Tucker for $75 million. Mel Tucker already sued Michigan State, and they told him, no, sir. Thank you for your services, but you're getting not another dime. Go away. Don't go away mad. Just go away. Now Miss Brenda Tracy's turn to sue the university. I think she's going to get something. She's not going to get $75 million, but she's going to get something. She's going to have a press conference. She's going to cry, and she's going to tell everybody how they did her wrong and how she need to get more money, but she's going to still have a good payday. But the bad part is them lawyers going to eat her up because she's going to pay a lot of money to them lawyers because she's been at this for a minute, and, of course, they take it on contingent of how much money she's going to make. They probably going to hear for 45%. So she might get $10 million, and she may only see 5.5 of that, and that's before taxes. So she's not going to get what she thinks she's going to get. She's going to get some money, though. It's not going to be that $75 million. She might get 10% of that, maybe. I'm not saying that she don't deserve it, but I think she is just as guilty in terms of Mel Tucker was, in terms of him being just as guilty in terms of stuff that they're not supposed to be doing, from the way the transcripts transcribe it, she was just as aggressive with it as he was in terms of their relationship. I could be wrong. Don't send no letters out to me after that regarding it, but that's what I see. I've been wrong before. I'm a man. All men are wrong on everything, remember? So, but you never know what's actually going to happen with that. All right, we got Felix back. All right. We talking about Brenda Tracy suing MSU. What's your thoughts on that, sir?
Just to piggyback what you said. Yeah, you could be wrong. We both could be wrong. But yeah, she's just as much as to blame as he is. Because you could have been stopped it, right? You could have been like, you know what, Mel, I'm flattered, I'm delighted, but right now you got a lot going on. No, thank you. So for him to keep coming after you, you had to make some type of advancement. Because usually as men, no man wants to be told no, right? And once you see the fire is put out, you kind of move on. But something kept you to keep going through with it. So yeah, she just as much. To me, I agree with you. I'll be your backup co-host. Yeah, I agree with you. She's just as much as a part as him. Now, as far as monetary figures, man, no. She don't need to be. Come on. Not when you were part of it, right? This man lost his job. You still at Michigan State. You're probably taking classes online and not walking actually the campus, but this man lost employment. And nah.
But be honest, you really think one of them kids gonna recognize her walking around campus?
Yeah.
She can wear a mask, she can change a wig.
Man, when I was at Kansas, what? They knew me. I had a black Raider bag, a black leather jacket. You can see me way across campus over there by Robinson Gym Days. I just saw film and I'm like, yeah. Yes.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. People
you would know, because think about it. What's on college campuses? Hangouts, the bookstore, right. Campus den. You will see her you will catch her by accident. Hey, aren't you such and such? No, that's not me. That is you. Come on, man. What? And
security.
Right. Even though Michigan State is a big campus, like I thought KU was a big campus.
It's very small.
I thought KU was a big campus. Man, when basketball season, you saw the football players. Football season, you saw the back. I used to run into Jock Bond, all of them. I used to be like, man, they little as heck, but TV make them look big. Yeah, she would see her with no problem. That's why, like I said, she's probably still enrolled there.
You see everybody.
Right, she's probably still enrolled there. She's probably just taking classes online. She probably don't even leave the dorm or the apartment she has. Like when what's his name was at Texas A&M, Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel didn't go on campus. He took classes online because he didn't want to be bothered.
More along the lines of, yeah, exactly right. You don't want to be bothered. I agree.
You don't want to be bothered.
All right, we got Jake Paul to fight Mike Tyson. It's a done deal. They already talking about it on the internet. People here in Dallas talking about getting tickets to the fight. And
the fight is there?
It's in Dallas. Yep, it's at Jerry's World. It's at Jerry's World. Some of the rules have come out. They come out using the big old gloves, the big 18-ounce gloves like you find in the store, like like a little kid with a big old hump on them. Big 18 ounces. They talking about wearing the headgear. But somehow they publishing this fight. Mike Tyson releasing a video every other day out there warming, out there training. Talking about, Jake Paul, you sure you want to deal with this? It's old-fashioned publicity fight. I like it. I like it. Of course, Jake Paul is the underdog because he talk a lot of junk. Mike Tyson back in the whole Mike Tyson mode. He in the camera. He looking tough. He talking tough. He throwing them blows. And his trainer, you can tell the trainer is feeling it, even though he got that gear on. I can't wait to see this. Come July, it's gonna be on my pay-per-view. I'm gonna have it, and I might even have a fight party just to see this. Even though because it's gonna have to be some kind of outrageousness. Maybe Jerry will open up the dome and it'll be a couple of people skydiving in it. Maybe not just one but two, a couple skydivers. So, we got to have some kind of entertainment. I'm looking forward to this. What you think, sir?
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know too much about Jake Paul, and I think the iron is left Iron Mike. I think he just Mike now. So yeah, I don't know.
He said no lead the pencil.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay to go see.
No iron.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that. All right, to close out Stupid Sports News, we got. We talked about Mike Hart last week leaving Michigan. They told me, who's going to be the new running back coach? Mike Hart. What are they going to do? We're going to go to OSU, and we're going to get their running back coach, Tony Alford, is going to leave Ohio State and come to Michigan. That's crazy, man. Man, that's crazy.
Look at all the talent they had in the state of Ohio that came to Michigan. Elvis Gerback. Charles Woodson, Desmond Howard, what was the other class? The clown, Elvis Gerback. All of them came from. You had Chris Spielman. Remember Chris Spielman? Did you ever hear the story with Chris Spielman? His father asked him, where you want to go to college? He said, I think I want to go to the University of Michigan. He said, what? You traitor. No, I tell you what, you're going to get on I-70 and you're going to go down here to Columbus. That's where you're going to go. Look at, can you imagine how many national championships, for real, realistically, how many national championships the University of Ohio State would have if they would have kept all that at home? Charles Woodson.
That's true.
Elvis Gerback. Yeah. Desmond Howard. Yeah. The list goes on and on. Can you imagine if them cats would have stayed in Ohio?
Yeah,
wow.
I agree.
Wow.
I agree. Speaking of NFL and players, Detroit has the highest number of players on rosters in Detroit public school, Detroit area players in the NFL of any other city. So shout out to all the hardworking high school and little league coaches in the Detroit area pumping that talent out. Shout out to all you guys doing a great job over there. All right, as we go down to the close, of course, we got our predictions and all the fun stuff. And so before we do the predictions, do we really want, I'm going to put out a poll. Do we want to do the bracket challenge again this year? Because it'd be 4 or 5 people, and I'll be 2 of them. We need more people to join in the bracket challenge. So I'm going to put a poll out. Should we even do a poll, do a bracket challenge? I'm going to put it out today, and I'm going to take it down Wednesday morning. Because if we have it, no, Tuesday, because it's for a couple of days. Because the tournament starts Wednesday with the playing games.
Correct.
So I want to make sure we get that done. All right, we'll get to the predictions. All right, so we already had our prediction on this one. Will Michigan State make a tournament? Felix says no. Felix says yes. Felix says yes. Felix says yes.
You said no.
No, and I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. They in. They might be, like I say, they might be a 10 or a 9, but they in because they beat Maryland. They wouldn't have beat Maryland. I would sit right here on this show right now and agree with you. Yes, you're right. They're in. They got in before with 19 wins. You remember that? They
I
had
remember.
19 wins 1 year before and they got in. They in. If they would have lost to Maryland, no, they wouldn't have got in. They in.
We gonna see. I'm not even gonna say my
You see
favorite.
it 24 hours when you watch the show.
I'm
Because
not
you
even
will
gonna say
get
my
a
favorite.
text from me. I told you so.
Okay, I'll be willing to take that. I'll be glad to take that. All right. Tomorrow night they talking about this playoff atmosphere in Los Angeles. Golden State versus the Lakers. Who you got winning that game?
That's tonight.
Tonight. I'm sorry, tonight.
I got the Lakers. I got the Lakers beating them, man, because my man, they false, man. They false. It's over. That run is over. That run down in 10th over in Golden State is over.
What score
It's
you got?
over. I got the Lakers. 98-87.
I got the Lakers too, 105-95. All right, Phoenix and Milwaukee. That's another good game in the NBA tonight. In Milwaukee, who you got?
Give me the Suns. Give me the Suns 83-79.
And I'm actually going to take Milwaukee. Milwaukee has a habit of showing up against the good teams. I don't know what they be doing against the mediocre ones, but I like Milwaukee, and it's going to be close. It's going to go down to the wire. I like it 101-100.
What?
I like
it.
That's gonna look pretty good. All right, we got Iowa State and Houston in the semifinals of the Big 12 championship.
Houston, man, 83-65, man.
All right, and I like Houston as well. I like Houston. Houston, I like us a little higher. Houston will put it on you. 93-65. 93-65. Marquette and UConn. This is me. This is me. Marquette, UConn. Who you got?
I got UConn 97-79.
Okay. I agree with you on that. I like UConn myself, and they in that mode again. They ain't playing around with your mode. I'm gonna go 88-65 again. 88-65. All right, so we're gonna do our bracket challenge. I'm gonna put that poll up, and I'm gonna do that in about 5 minutes so we can get rolling on this one. Do you really want to do the bracket? Because we're gonna do a men and a women's if we do. And because I'm serious when I say we've been 4 or 5 people, and I always do 2 polls. And I always do my upset special and pick my heart. I still lose, and I still lose. So we got 44 or 5 people. We're gonna do this. So let's put that out there. All right, Mr. Felix, we do appreciate you coming in and working out with us today. We had another good day on the show, and we will be back next Saturday on March 23rd, and we're gonna have some more good time. And we just glad that everybody's here with us and having a good time and showing up. And just if you're on the other platforms, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and what am I forgetting? Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and I'm forgetting whatever it is. Look for my name on there. That's what it's showing. Leave us a comment. Let us know that you listen to it. Let us know that you're with us, and we really appreciate it. We will talk back to you. Have a great day. Be safe, and we shall see you. And don't do nothing crazy for St. Patrick's Day. Don't let nobody pinch you if you ain't got no green on. Get you a good corned beef sandwich, though. Get you a good corned beef sandwich. Have a great day, everybody.